All right, let's move on to curriculum instruction report. Kristen, that's you. If you want to step up, we don't bite.
Two reports for us tonight, right, Kristen?
Yes.
All right, which one is first?
Textbooks, I believe.
I think it's the
The
other way around.
Yeah.
Summer school?
Summer school.
Okay.
Or we're missing one in the report. Oh,
No, it's in there.
okay.
That's the one.
So are we,
Go ahead.
Summer school.
summer
Oh,
school?
we put textbooks, I'm sorry, is under old news, or new business, I'm sorry. So yes, go start with summer school.
Okay. So in an effort to increase the summer school offerings and to provide additional interventions for at-risk students, the department chairs and building administration collaborated to expand the summer school offerings. And so you can see on the chart that we have three different categories. We have academic courses, which are similar to the course offerings from last year, with the expansion of session 2, which would be credit recovery. And so for students to enroll in session 2 credit recovery, they would also have to take a course during session 1. And the way to offer this that's cost neutral to the district, we would be using the online program Apex Learning, which we're currently using for credit recovery. And so this would allow a student, if they have a full credit of math, a full credit of English, they could do the first session in the classroom, and then the few students that need that full credit can then join credit recovery second session, so that they would be able to make up that full credit. So that way we'd have students that need math and English or social studies, they could all be in the same room completing the course that they need. Looking at academic workshops, this is the area that is mostly new. We've offered Bridge to RB before for incoming freshmen, but we would like to offer all of the other courses this year, which primarily, as you can see, focus on an AP class and getting students ready for that, or a pre-AP class, which is the case for honors pre-calc. And so these classes, as you can see, typically run a week, and they're really just meant to provide students with either a refresher of the prerequisite skills that students need, or just talking about skills and study skills and the things that they'll need to do to be successful in an AP course, and giving them a jump on that process. And then we've also added CAP to give students a jump on preparing for the ACT test. And that CAP class would not be as a replacement for the semester and year-long classes that we offer, but if a student wants to get a head start on learning some skills and strategies, we're offering that to them as well. And then lastly, academic camps. And these are really just an opportunity for students to be exposed to some of the other things that RB offers, and to hopefully increase our engagement numbers, by giving them an opportunity for theater and acting. Maybe they'll join Shenanigans or the musical or something like that later throughout the year. And several of those we have offered last year as well.
The only ones that the board, well, I shouldn't say the only ones, but the key what the board needs to consider, we did this last year, the ones that are starred with the asterisk, is so that if they run below the minimums, these are the areas we think we need to definitely offer, so that we get kids caught up, so that they can get back on track for their sophomore and junior years, which is a direct impact to our graduation rate goal. So I think it was last year when one of the board members suggested, if it's not cost neutral, but it's helping us it's working against our goal, we should still run it. So those are the ones that are starred by the asterisk.
What's the minimum?
18. It's usually 18, isn't it?
The minimum is usually 18. Last year, those classes ran at 12, 12, and 13 for one of them.
And then for the academic workshops, I believe our minimum this year is 10, correct? 10
Yes,
or
we
12?
anticipate a lot more students than that, but 10 is the number where we would be cost neutral.
Any questions for Kristen on this?
I have two questions. The first one is, I guess you did a budget, but if you just look at an economic benefit, so I'll save John from asking the question. We run the academic courses for about 4 weeks for $200, and we run the academic workshops for a week for $100. So, and the the courses are an extra hour each day too, so on a kind of cost economic basis, it's actually kind of expensive when you look at it that way. The second thing, how come a course like U.S. government, we only let seniors in? I mean, if 18's the minimum and there's only 12 seniors and 6 juniors wanted to take it, do we really care?
We offer that to seniors as an opportunity for them. So if a student can't fit it into their schedule their senior year, since it's a graduation requirement, that they could take it during the summer.
I understand.
Last year, we had over 20 students enroll in that
Okay,
course.
so there's that one's
Yes.
not.
Yeah.
But I mean, if it's cost neutral and you could get 36 students, juniors and seniors in 2 classes, aren't we indifferent?
I don't know, to be honest, I'm not sure of the history of that, but I know that, if students can take it during the year and have that opportunity to really, learn the curriculum throughout the semester, obviously that's our preference, but some
Be
students.
careful, we've asked last year whether they're getting the same benefit from
They
taking it in
are.
the summer as taking it in the school year.
They are, but a lot of those students will choose, and the reason I say that is because some of those students are enrolled in our AP Gov class.
Right.
And so those students, because they will choose to back out of that AP class and take it in summer school, so that's not the exact same experience for them, but that's their preference so that they can fit in a different option during the school year.
Okay.
All right, any other questions for Kristen on summer school?